guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I think it's pretty clear what we're doing here. You probably read the description box in the title. We're doing a complete handbag collection. So I have not done a handbag collection video since 2017. I cannot believe it's almost been 2 years since you guys have seen a full collection. I did a big sell-off, a big purge a couple of months ago, so I thought that now was a good time to redo my handbag collection. Right, so I don't have these going in any particular order. The vast majority of them, if you guys are new to my channel, or if you guys have been with my channel for a while, you know that they are most likely pre-loved. I am a big advocate for the pre-loved market, and I've been able to save on some stuff and get some really different and unique pieces. But let me know in the comments down below, how many designer bags do you have in your collection? And now, I mean, I'm not, you know, a luxury purist. I definitely count some of the, what are they called? Contemporary brands with as designer. So if you want to count those, I want you to count them. Comment down below how many bags you have in your collection, and at the end, we're gonna count up how many I have, because it still seems like a lot. I'm not grabbing these in any particular order, just sort of how they are arranged here on my shelf. So let's get started. So first we have my Louis Vuitton Monogrammed Speedy 30. This is the classic style, and this was vintage, and this one I am on the fence as to whether or not I'm gonna hold on to it, honestly. I have not used it probably in like 2 or 3 years. It really isn't a very like me type of bag anymore. It's not something that it's not something that I reach for anymore, and I think that I may end up selling this one, but I do think it is a great bag. It's a great classic staple to have in your collection. Me personally, I think that I would replace it with the bandolier. Yeah, this is a great bag, and I think that it holds a ton. It's just, for me personally, I need the bandolier. Next is my go-to weekend bag. This is the Chanel, I think this is just called like the denim shopper. I don't know that it actually has a name. It's from approximately 2013 or 2014 collection, and I love this bag so much. I carry it pretty regularly on the weekend. This is just such a great bag for, you know, for work for me, and I love that on the back it's just pretty classic and plain. There was a time where, you guys know, I wanted to add the Chanel Deauville to my collection, and this was just such a better option for me. It's a bit smaller and it has a lot more structure to it. I love a structured bag. I love that you can carry this on the shoulder. I think that it is just such a great bag, and I could not be more obsessed. I bought this on Fashion File maybe last year. It's very quickly risen to one of my favorite bags in my collection. Next we have, you guys know, my Tom Ford Mini Jennifer. There's not a lot more that I can say about this bag that I have not said already without getting repetitive. So yeah, it's one of my favorites. It's really super mini, but it expands this way, and it also has storage for you to put things in the back here as well as there. I really like that it has like a place for me to put my card holder. This is just one of my all-time favorite bags, and just so much about it is just very not me. The crossbody aspect, the color is not generally a color I reach for. The fact that it's so tiny, but even though it's so different from my collection, it's just, everything about it is just perfect for me. But I just really love how neutral this is, and remember, I'm not a big fan of leather either, so this is just completely like left field for me. But I love it, and I think that it's just such an incredible bag. And by the way, this was the second bag that I bought myself and added to my collection. So this next one here was one of my scores. I bought this last summer on eBay for maybe $200, $250. It did come in, you know, not the greatest condition. I think that this is from the mid-80s, and on the inside when I bought it there was some like residue and some peeling on the inside and everything like that. But I have a video where I showed how I clean vintage bags. I will leave that linked up here. This bag is so incredibly amazing. It's the perfect size to fit my iPad. This is a great everyday bag for me if I need to carry my iPad. I really like that it has the outside pocket, and the very best part is that I bought this bag, and then a month later I saw that this bag had been re-released into the current collections. So I bought it sort of to do a play on the Ophidia collection, even though like I am a monogram girl through and through, so this is something that's always going to resonate with me. But just to see that the exact bag was re-released, was just a little treat and a little surprise. So I got this bag at literally a fraction of the cost. I think it looks great as a clutch. Generally I don't carry it on the one strap, but if you unsnap it here, it works great as a shoulder bag. Hopefully I will have real mod shots on the side. One of my very, very favorites. Now, you're gonna get sick of me saying that all of my bags are my favorite, but anything that has made it this far into my collection at this point, because like I said, I did do a huge sell-off, is definitely a staple piece in my collection. So this is the Givenchy Antigona in the mini size. This was probably, yeah, this is the newest bag to enter my collection. I bought it last September, and I have this in the shiny box leather. On Fashion File, they call it the Lord. I don't know what that means, but that's what it's called. I have reviews posted for most of these bags, either reviews or unboxings or like what's in my bags or something like that. So anything relevant I will link in the description box down below. This is the mini size of the Antigona. I love the material on this bag. I love the size. It's small, but it really packs a punch. Lately, even though I am quoted in not loving the crossbody look, I have been wearing my bags crossbody lately because I've been walking a lot more, so eating my words once again. But yeah, this bag is perfect, and it's great for rain. It's great for rainy days. It's also great for if I need to carry like my camera or anything like that. So another favorite, another staple, another classic in my collection. Now this one, we have the first bag that I bought myself. This is the Louis Vuitton Belmont Damier Ben with the Nomad leather trim and shoulder strap. Right. So this is my go-to like dressier work bag, I guess. So the very first video I did on my channel was a review of this beauty, so I will leave it in the info cards up here. Every time I watch it, I cringe because it's just, I love the Nomad leather trim. I find it just something a little bit different for the Damier Ben collection. This is the only Damier Ben bag I have in my collection, and so I actually have no practical experience with the treated leather for the Damier Bens. Yes, this bag is something that I love. It's really great for travel. When I put it on top of my suitcase, it's easy for me to hold it on the handle and roll my luggage. So really, really great. It fits everything. It does tend to get a bit heavy, and holding it like across or top handle isn't always the easiest, but I just find it to be a very elegant bag. This was my first bag, well, the first one I bought myself, and I think that this was the right one for me. Here we have the Alexander Wang Prisma with oil slick hardware. This is like a really smooth leather. This was one of the first black leather bags that I ended up purchasing. I just really love the way the leather feels, and I love the size. I love that the hardware is a little bit iridescent, so it just has that little extra bit of detail. It's great for going out at night. The only thing is that, you know, for any mini bag, the capacity isn't huge. But that's sort of what you sign up for when you get a little tiny bag like this. But the card slots go in vertically instead of horizontally. That I just thought was a really different type of extra detail, and there's plenty of space to put like money and, you know, other things like that. But when I am carrying this, I tend to only be carrying 3 things, so I don't technically use the card slots, but I just find it very cool. So Alexander Wang Mini Prisma. It goes dressy, it goes casual. I think this is a great buy. Here we have one of the luckiest buys in my entire collection. This was purchased from the Gucci outlet last year, and oh my god, I still to this day look at this bag and I'm obsessed. I really liked the idea of something from the Marmont collection, but the flat bag I'm kind of over at the moment, and the heart on the back for some reason just rubbed me the wrong way. So I got this one, or I was lucky enough to come across this one at the outlets. This has the double G's stitched into the background, as well as the antique gold hardware. There's a chain strap, which is a little bit awkward when you do go to carry it. I mean, it's fine, but it's just a little bit of an awkward length. I like to add a longer strap onto here, just like this, and carry it crossbody, or just longer on the shoulder. This bag is also really different and weird because it has a magnetic closure that opens like this. So again, it's just something a little weird, a little different, a little bit left field, but those are all qualities I believe about myself. So but yeah, this is gorgeous, and it's great as an evening bag. It can carry my umbrella or anything that I need, and it's just really, really perfect. Absolutely perfect for me. So I was super lucky to find this one, and it is just amazing. It's amazing. So here we have another Gucci. This is one of my forever bags, and this is a vintage Alligator clutch. Technically it does have a shoulder strap on the inside, but when I do carry it, I tend to carry it as a clutch. This is one of my favorite bags in my entire collection. I just think it's so beautiful and stunning and statement making while still being understated. Like statement, understated, how that comes together in this one bag is just very impressive to me. So yes, it is shiny Alligator. I think it's from maybe the 80s. Again, I'm not entirely sure. It has a back pocket. It's like a burgundy Merlot color. It has a push lock clasp. It opens up like that. It's lined in this gorgeous leather, and it comes with this shoulder strap that snaps through these little, I don't know what these are called. One of my very favorites. This bag is so incredibly special to me, and I just find it just insanely gorgeous. Just insanely gorgeous. So, yes. It also mixes metals, which I find very, very cool. Oh yes. Then this one. This is the bag I think that I get the most compliments, specifically from men. Yeah. Like, it's very, very rare that, you know, a man will notice your handbag, but men tend to like look at this and just really like awestruck by it. This is from Balenciaga. It's called the Le 10 Zip Cartable, and it is very, in my eyes, similar to, kind of similar to me to the Kelly, like aesthetically. The main difference is that it's much easier to get into. It has the zipper opening up here at the top, so you're able to reach in and get your stuff out pretty easily. This definitely is one of the more heavy bags in my collection, but I love it. I love it. It's big, and it's bulky, and it's impractical, and it's just, it's like my child. It's like my child. I do have a review of this bag, and I think, well, it's definitely been discontinued. You are able to find some on the Preloved market. I've seen a couple on Vestiaire. I will definitely leave those linked down below. It has this back pocket, or this pocket here in the front, but I don't tend to use it because to open this flap sort of creases right here, and I just don't think that's great for the bag. It also comes with this adjustable shoulder strap for me to carry here on the shoulder like that. I also love when any bag comes with a detachable shoulder strap, because I'm able to hook it onto some of my other bags for a different style look. And since this one has this marble print, it just sort of adds a little something extra onto this bag as well as some of my other ones as well. It's just, this is a statement piece. Large enough for my laptop, but I will, again, can't lie to you, it is super, super heavy. But I adore it. Now we have my original Holy Grail bag, the Gucci Dionysus in the medium size. I wanted this bag for 2 years before I bought it, and there was a couple of other bags that I bought like to sort of like quench my thirst or scratch the itch or whatever the saying is, and they just simply didn't do the trick. I needed to get the actual thing. So this is, unfortunately, I have not been using this bag a lot in the last year, and that makes me very sad. But just to look at it on camera, just to look at it, this is just, this is me as a handbag, I think. It's just, it's perfect. It's perfect. Everything about this bag is perfect for me. Even though, yes, it is heavy, just as everyone has said. So it is monogrammed canvas. I have it in the taupe suede. The medium size has the large pocket in the back. That's perfect for your phone. Let's see, it just opens up here. I mean, I'm sure you guys, I've spoken about this bag at length, but open up here, several compartments on the inside, and another pocket just right here. This is a really practical bag. I love the size. It's just exactly the size to carry an iPad, and that, before I got my laptop, was what I was carrying on a day-to-day basis. So this is my everyday bag. Yep, and I love her. I love her so much. This bag, I almost cried taking it out of the box because I wanted it for so long beforehand, and then I finally got it. This is the one I think I paid closest to retail on, and it's not typically something that I do. But I adore it. I really adore it. I got a good enough deal on it, and but these lately have been a bit harder to find, and I'll try to link some down below. Okay. So hands down, most carried bag in the last 3 months. Givenchy Antigona shopper in the Magnolia and Moth print. This is pretty much a dupe for the Neverfull GM. I love this bag so much. I love the print. I love the color. I've spoken about it at length. I'm not going to bore you guys with talking about it again, but I just think that this is just the perfect bag for me. It's humongous. It can carry all of my crap, but it's still slightly different. I thought about getting the Neverfull once, and it just didn't feel right to me to get it, so I got this one instead, which is the same bag in a different color. Givenchy has done many different prints of this bag. I think that they discontinued it in the canvases, but they will have it on and then have it off, so I'm not sure if they did one for this year. But yeah, this print is a little bit harder to find, which is why I'm really glad that I jumped on it when I did. And I've had this bag now for 3 years, and easily this is the one that takes me from like castings to work to, you know, all the things that I do in a day. I have to carry a lot of different types of things because I have many different occupations. I have had to take this bag in for repairs twice now, so it's something I love just for, you know, aesthetic reasons. I definitely think there are sturdier totes out there on the market, but I just really happen to love this one, and yeah, it just holds a really special place in my collection and in my heart. Next we have the Louis Vuitton Estrella in Monogram, and another bag that I love. This is just such a great tote to throw on. The zipper opening is exactly wide enough for me to comfortably and easily put my laptop into it. This is a bag from, I want to say, about 2010. I bought this pre-owned from a Japanese seller on eBay that I will link down below. What I really like about this bag is that the handles are a bit wider and and flat, as opposed to like big and rolled or just small and tiny. So they don't really rub up against your not rub, but they don't dig into your shoulder the same way. The weight is distributed a little bit better. Also, it is a great size tote with a zip closure. Super important. The only thing I don't love, and I know I've said this a million times, is the lack of structure. This is not a particularly structured bag, and I do wish it were reinforced a bit better. And I am going to say this for the millionth time, but I'm looking into getting a purse organizer that would fit this. As much as I love these Givenchy that I just showed you a second ago. Overall, this is a great bag. I have reviews for it. We'll link those down below. But yeah, if you are looking, if you want a Neverfull but want a zipper, this is your best bet. If you want a Neverfull but don't want it to dig into your shoulder, also a great bet. And I almost forgot one. My baby here. So this is my vintage St. Cloud. I adore this bag. So you guys know this is my birth year bag, and I got one better. It is actually made in the same month as my birth date, so we are the same age, her and I. I think that's super cool. I also, you guys probably know this, but I removed the original vachetta strap and replaced it because it wasn't exactly long enough for me to be able to adjust it to her crossbody, but I replaced it with this canvas strap that I bought from I think Saks when I was in New York one year, and it's perfect. It sort of gives me the vibe of the pochette Matisse, but it is a bit more practical for my life, and of course holds a lot more sentimental value, being my birth year bag. Other vintage bags that are about this size will have like sort of like fussy openings, like with buckles and stuff like that. That's not something I particularly was attracted to. This one just has a simple snap button that just pushes in just like that. So it's easy, it's practical. I did adjust it, and it has a back pocket. This is just an amazing bag. I could not recommend the Louis Vuitton St. Cloud enough. I found mine on Poshmark just randomly, and I was really lucky, but you can find these on eBay very quickly and easily, and I think I want to find one now in epi leather. So that is 14 bags. I definitely have downsized from my previous number. I want to say that at one point I was up to like 17 or 18, and I did buy some, but I did, like I said, do a huge sell-off last month. So that was when I decided that I was ready. This is everything that is currently still in my collection. If there's anything that you saw previously that I have unboxed or reviewed or spoken about that you didn't see today, that means it has moved on from me. So I hope you guys enjoyed my handbag collection video. Like I said, comment down below with how many you're up to in your collection. I'm at 14, which is still a lot, but it's less than I had. It's a lot less than I think that I had before. So I'm happy. I'm very happy with where my collection is sitting right now. I don't feel like there's anything missing, anything that I need to have. And also, I just feel like every category is represented very well, and I just feel like when I look at it, it feels very cohesive. I hope that doesn't make me sound like an insane person. It may. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any requests for videos about the pre-loved luxury market, then please feel free to send them to me in an email or comment them down below. But I think that's all I have for you guys now. Thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!